Hello, everybody, and welcome back to... Okay, I know I've said this, a few times, but this is probably going to be the series finale, episode 37. I said that like the last 4 episodes, but most likely, as a lot of save files, episode 37, the last hurrah, if you will. Last time, we spent the night at Kira's house. Most likely, we got into some sort of, activities of the primal nature is the way I will put that. But anyway, that's pretty epic if you ask me. So, episode 37. This has to be the last episode. I don't see how they could stretch it out any further. Let's get rolling. I am awoken by a gentle shaking. Blinking open my eyes, Kira's face focuses into view. This is something I could get used to. Morning.
Good morning.
Peering outside, the dawn has barely broken. It's really early.
This is when we're supposed to meet everyone at the shrine.
That's right. Erlen's leaving today. The sobering thoughts fully... Sobering? It's sobering. I can read, I swear. The sobering thought fully wakes me up. I'll be ready in a moment. She nods. I get up and quickly splash my face with water while Kira waits for me by the front door. This day seems so far away. It's hard to believe it's finally here, and Erlen will soon be home. It has been long, hasn't it? As soon as I'm ready, I meet Kira by the door and we head towards the shrine. She slips her hand into mine. Imagine if she just put her entire cranium into our palm. That's pretty hot. She slips her hand into mine as we walk into the rolling fog. The crisp, cool air crackles with energy, as if ready for Erlen's departure. Once we reach the shrine, we step through the gates and see Nil waiting by the main hall. Can't forget about good old Nil. Erlen is beside him, while the rest of our friends and family are nearby. Erlen pauses, glancing at each of us. Her voice cracks when she finally speaks.
You're all here.
Of course we are! We wouldn't miss saying goodbye to our friend.
Thank you, everyone. You don't know how much you each mean to me.
Mina's eyes bubble with tears. She races towards Erlen and throws her arms around her in a big hug.
I'm going to miss you so much!
I'll miss you too.
On the good old X-cross arm hug.
I wish you had more time here. There's so much I still want to ask you about being Velden.
Perhaps you'll have a chance to visit your heritage. Velden welcomes you anytime.
Mina smiles.
I'd like that.
Erlen turns to Aunt Amigo.
The same offer stands for you too, of course.
Thank you, dear.
Aunt Amigo grins as she pulls Erlen into a hug.
I'm so glad I had a chance to meet you. You tell Ida to take it easy on you, okay? Sometimes she overdoes it with her missions.
I will. Thank you for taking such good care of me. You too, Uncle Hajime.
He grins, pulling her into a brief side hug. Ooh, gotta love this side hug.
We're going to miss having you around the house. Come visit whenever you like.
As Uncle Hajime lets her go, Erlen turns to Kira.
Thank you for being someone I could trust from the start. I don't believe I'd have made it this far without your support.
Kira nods.
I'm glad to have been of help.
I would have liked for there to be a little more animosity between the two of them. The two potential Markapi-Su brides. I kind of think there was some wasted potential there. I wanted to see a cat fight, But all in all, still having a good time. Let's continue. They both smile as another voice interrupts them.
Don't forget me!
Kosei bounds forward into Erlen's view. He giggles.
I could never forget you, Kosei.
He grins broadly as she says his name.
Come find me when you return. Even after I'm a famous soccer player, I'll still make time for you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Finally, Erlen turns to me.
I suppose your burden is now lifted.
You were never a burden. What'll I do with all my free time? I suppose so. We are gonna have a lot of free time. Yeah. What will I do now that I no longer need to cater to someone else's every whim? Why'd that sentence have to be that hard to say? My goodness.
That is a conundrum.
I know. Erlen and I grin.
Thank you for everything. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'm glad to have helped. With all of her goodbyes done, Erlen steps to Niall's side.
Are you ready, Your Highness?
Yes.
He nods. Stepping back, he reveals a scepter. Then he points it at the sky, muttering a few words under his breath. In a flash, the sky parts into a blazing rainbow of shapes and glowing colors, with a U to be exact. They dance faster than my eyes can trace them. As the colorful, again with a U, storm swirls above, Erlen looks over her shoulder, smiling one last time. Oh, this is really wrapping things up. The Mad Lads did it. I thought for a second maybe there's gonna be like a last second hitch and they're gonna hit us with, oh, one more episode, but I guess not. When she looks forward, both she and Niall disappear. The remaining silence is deafening. It returns all at once, storming the air and filling the gaps that had been displaced. Erlen disappeared just as quickly as she'd fallen into my life. Kira finally speaks.
She's really gone.
She looks at me and I sling my arm around her, squeezing her into a hug. Yeah, but not forgotten. She nods, leaning her head on my shoulder and slides her arm around my waist.
Erlen's going to come back. She promised.
Yeah, so until then, we'll just have to wait for her together.
Exactly.
Together. I like the sound of that. I glance at Kira and she smiles.
Me too.
My gaze travels to the wishing box where it all began. Yeah, remember that weird old lady? Whatever happened to her? Who knows? Although it's only been a few months, it feels like a lifetime ago that I was just an unsuspecting kid whose biggest worry was starting high school. Now I've discovered a family secret. Made unexpected but lifelong friends. Wait, what? Made unexpected but lifelong friends. Okay. It's saying like, I did this, then I did this. I was just very confused by the structure of everything. My goodness. And even fallen in love. All because I returned a wallet. What if we don't return the wallet? Does that just game over at that point? So we had to make that choice, I remember. It may seem like our adventure has come to a close, but this is just the first chapter of many more to come. Next episode. Wait, is that it? Fade to black? Is that it? So had I gone 8 minutes longer last episode, I could have wrapped it up. But damn, is this background song and everything a banger. My goodness. Well, that's the game. Thank you, Eric Ben-Aim. Beautiful visuals. I remember that scene. I remember that Kosei. Dude, Bryant just doing a great job on the programming. I don't remember this. Yeah, what was that? If you haven't watched the opening sequence, highly recommend. Okay, yeah, so we haven't seen all of these backgrounds, and yeah, we definitely didn't see all those. Oh, we didn't see that mean one, that's for sure. My goodness. Shout out to Mr. Waters. Kosei is a sister? My goodness. We've missed a lot. Yeah, just a couple background characters, am I right? I know. Oh, that was what's her name? She was super cute. Yeah, if you haven't looked up the opening sequence, highly recommend, because it's just basically an anime opening. Actually, decent song, and the visuals are nice. But I think that's it. Never mind. Triple dot. That's no lips, I believe. Now there's 5 or 6. It's been 4. Oh wow, a post show. It's been 4 months since we all said goodbye at the shrine. Where are they now, special? Erlen's transition out of school was a lot smoother than her transition in. There was some reshuffling of the student council, with both Erlen's and Daisuke's homestay programs ending early. Luckily, she had prepped Hiro, oh yeah, the chalk guy, to take over as our class representative, and so far he's been representing us well. He's no longer such a stick in the mud, and it seems like Erlen's charisma rubbed off on him. Outside of school, the bakery is still going. Strong. I just like omitted the word strong for a second. I'm like, oh, I ended the sentence. Gotta add that back in there. And Tomiko and Uncle Hajime are as busy as ever, even with Mina's and my help. My aunt and uncle can barely keep up with orders and have hired additional staff. Wow, business is booming. Now that we know of Aunt Tomiko's true heritage, she's been bolder in embracing her Velden past. Mina and I eagerly listen to her many escapades and stories of what life was like in Velden. Some of her stories are so amazing that I wish I could visit Velden too. But I can't. Oh. Yeah, we never got this, we never got this one. We never got this picture. We have it now. She's our cousin, but you know, let's just continue. Mina is the same as she's always been. Now that there's additional help at the bakery, she works fewer shifts and uses her extra time to train with her swim club. And boy, has that training paid off. Quick poll in the comments. One-piece swimsuits, like competition style, or bikinis? Personally, man, I've never watched One Piece, but I'm a One Piece fan, I have to say. Mina set the record for the fastest individual medley time on her team. She's training hard for the next meet against our rival school. Hey, it's that one guy. Kosei is doing equally well in his club. He has made starter goalie on the team and is the first freshman to ever do so. He's still working his job at the arcade and somehow has not lost his pure enthusiasm for dishes. Good for him. Even with their busy schedules, Kosei and Mina's relationship is stronger than ever, although you wouldn't know it by how often they argue. I still don't understand it, but their bickering is how they encourage and support each other. It's a strange way to show their affection, but effective nonetheless. What about Kira? That's what we want to know about. As for Erlen, we were left wondering about her for a long time. Months passed and we still heard no word. Of course, none of us gave up hope. Erlen's promised that she'd be in touch, and she always followed through on her promises. One day, a box was left on my doorstep. It was addressed to the Maino family, with no return address. When we opened it up, the box was filled with an assortment of delicious treats, and Tomiko confirmed they were Velden delicacies. Inside was a note from Erlen expressing that she was doing well in Velden. While she wished she could visit in person, she hoped the gifts would suffice until her next return. As much as we hoped to see her, we were relieved to hear that things are going well. Okay, the juicy part is what we were waiting for. As for myself and Kira, we're still writing the next chapter of our story. I wait impatiently in line, hoping the queue will move faster. The line extends outside the doors of our local bookstore, and I'm glad I got here early. We're trying to buy that Minecraft Bible. It's very popular. The people chatter excitedly with each other, clutching their copies of the book to be signed. Is Notch gonna sign our Minecraft Bible? Oh man, I recognize the characters on the cover. I can't help but smile at the girl who moved to a new town and went through the motions of living until she met a boy. The story is all too familiar to me. Hey, that's pretty cute. Hey, that's her name. Hey, it's her signing the books. Hey, that's pretty cute. As I reach the front of the signing table, I grin broadly at the girl with the raven hair and exotic features. Can you make it out to the boy who said yes? Kira blinks up at me, before blooming into a broad smile. She gets up from behind the table to greet me. Your first book signing? I wouldn't miss it for the world. A soft blush dusts her cheeks as she squeezes me in a tight hug. As Kira's confidence has grown, she's become a lot bolder in showing her affection.
To be honest, I'm glad you came. I didn't expect so many people.
I'm not surprised. Your manga is good. It's got a story that a lot of people can relate to.
I tried to keep it true to form, with only a couple of embellishments. Some parts of the story are just for you and me to share.
Just sharing my massive salami, am I right? Just kidding. We're veggie vegans. She glances at me, a coy smile on her face before looking away. Squeezing her hand, I match her grin and then look behind me. I probably shouldn't hold up the line though. She nods, then pauses.
Will you stay with me a while longer?
Of course. How long should I stay? A deep blush tints her cheeks.
Through the sequel, and whatever comes after.
Oh, we need 7 books, 8 books, 27 books even? Yes. I grin, feeling a warmth spread through my chest. A never-ending story with you sounds just perfect. Aw, that's sweet. Vera smiles warmly as I scoop her into my arms. Everything feels just right, and I'm excited for what plot comes next for us. Fade to black. Story over. That's the story. Title screen now. Finn. Now fade to black, title screen. Game over. Yes? Thank you for playing EE. Ethereal Enigma. Not Ethereal, as I called it the first few episodes. Ethereal Enigma. We hope you enjoyed it. Less than 3. Less than 3, you too. I did enjoy it, thank you, Pixel Fade. I wanted more. In the game, I mean, to be fair, we do kind of want the game to end because we like the game, but we're like, hey, this is gonna be the last episode, and it wasn't the last episode. I did enjoy it, thank you. But seriously, just end it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Those are huge. Those are massive. My goodness. Click. Click and it's done. Fade to black. Okay. It's over. Alright. My thoughts on the game. I'm just gonna load up real quick and do a little, I know I would never do this, but skippy. Skippy. Just want to see what happens if we do that last little... Oh, can I not skip this? Okay, I can't skip this. Skip it. I just want to see what happens. I did enjoy it. Glad to hear it. Please look forward to new adventures. Okay, nothing really different. Let's see. My thoughts on the game. I thought it was good, and that's why I played this for 37 episodes. If I didn't think it was a good game, I probably would have stopped at 5, maybe even 4. But yeah, I did enjoy this. It was fun. I had a good time. I hope you all had a good time. Question for everyone watching, if you've gotten this far, you're probably going to comment responding to my question here. Let's look at the extras. Do a little time lapse. Anyway, if you've gotten this far, do you want to see Erlen's route? You know? Do you want to see like what would happen? Because I'm curious. Gosh, that was a very good picture. I'm very curious as to what would happen if we chose Erlen. Like, does she go back? You know, because she has to go back because she's a princess. But how does that affect our love, you know? Or does she just stay here on Earth with us? I'm kind of curious. I would play it on my own time and just check it out. Probably just like, you know, skip a lot of the dialogue and whatnot. But, oh, this was a good time. But yeah, are you curious about that? How do the logistics work of that? I'm quite curious. Oh, this was a very good time. I'm very glad we got this. But yeah, we're missing a lot of pictures. Kosei has a sister. We never knew about that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I haven't done. I obviously wouldn't go back and like read the same exact thing, but just curious. Okay, we did get that picture, nice. Oh yeah, so I don't know if I want Kosei in my gallery, but that was weird. Yeah, this never happened. This did happen. But yeah, you know, I really did have a good time. I hope you did as well. What's this? Okay, these are just the backgrounds. Did we unlock every background? Imagine that, we did. Cool. I'm just kind of rambling. Oh, okay, just the music. What's this? Credits? Yeah, like I give a gosh darn, diggity darn heck about that. So yeah, again, thanks for watching 37 episodes, or maybe you just watched this one episode. That's pretty epic of you. Man, I don't know what to play next. Leave suggestions for what you want to see. Leave, you know, criticism. Do you think my voice is lay epic or is it lay cringe? Let me know, you know? Just let me know what you want to see from me. I'll probably do some Genshin polling in the next episode or so. The next video of the Markapi-Su saga. Maybe I'll play another visual novel. Maybe not. If I have to read the voices of everyone, that gets a little tiring on my little boy vocal cords. So I think I've rambled for long enough. Because it's been like, what, 20 minutes? It was only 8 minutes after the credits started, but anyway, it's truly been too long. It's time to say goodbye to this game unless you want to see Erlen's Red again comment. And yeah, I think I've said the same thing 7 different ways for the last 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna end it there. Do me 4 favors: like, comment, subscribe, and as always, help me find a girlfriend. And bye-bye.